it's Brian Fleming here, founder of Veteran Business Success, and you all are the moderators. And although I am the founder of this website, I am also one of your fellow moderators. As you'll see, I've already posted some content. And before I say anything else, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to you for bringing your top percent gifts, your talents and abilities to this site. That is what is going to make this great, and is going to give us the ability to help transform lives. And most of you in here are military veterans, not all of us, but we either are military veterans or people who care deeply about the military veteran community. And again, the mission of this site, just to be sure everyone's clear, the messaging is quite clear, but the purpose of this entire site, everything we do revolves around this. Our mission here is to help military veterans win the war at home by starting and growing profitable businesses. Now, as you know, if you've gotten out of the military, you know that sometimes getting out, the transition can be rough. And you also know that a lot of times a person's mission in life, their sense of purpose, and even sense of identity is wrapped up in their service in the military. And when you get out, you obviously lose all of that. At this point, you all probably know the statistics. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. We've all heard it. I'm tired of quoting it, but unfortunately it's still there. And this is something that can help military veterans get a foothold when they get out, so they don't have to fall off the mountain, so to speak. They can have something to grab onto and be a part of a team again, part of a community like we used to have in the military. Because when you have a business team, it's structured very much like a platoon. And so that is the mission here, helping military veterans win the war at home. That entails everything you think it means. All right, so I want to go over just a few things here. I'm going to try and make this really short. I've got this screencast video here you see. I'm going to walk you through most of the links in this site. Most of these, as moderators, you will have access to. And I just want to make sure that you have no questions about anything on the site. So you know exactly what to do after watching this. You'll know how things work and everything else. And so the first thing is you need to make sure that you've signed in, that you've not only signed up at the link at veteranbs.com. You'll see if you go to try and comment or do something, it'll tell you that you need to be a member. So make sure you sign up. And then when you sign up, you also have to click follow. It's this button right here in the corner. Make sure you click follow, because that will allow you to access the full site. You have to be following it in order to moderate it. And so make sure you do that. The second thing here is, as we're launching this, if you're watching this in the beginning, we haven't publicly launched yet. And we're about to. The site is public, but it's not visible yet to the public. And what we want to do, I want you to go in, I want you to pick 10, literally each one of you, I want you to pick 10 to 20 posts, and you don't need to do a lot with it. But simply go on there, and if there's no questions at all and no comments at the bottom once you click on it and you scroll down, go in and simply post a question. And then if you click on one and you see a question asked, or even comments where they're already answered, feel free to just get in there and start saying something, give your opinion. Because here's the deal: before we go public, we want to make sure that when it does go public, that when people arrive, that they see this as an active, engaged site where people regularly are interacting and doing things. Because one, that not only helps people when they're on the site getting the information to apply it to their lives, but also on the flip side, it also helps raise our Google ranking and our SEO and everything else. And so everything gets better when we actively engage, and that's why you're so valuable as moderators to the success of this site, and ultimately to the success of our veteran community as a whole. And so I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to walk you through some things. You see some tabs up here. This is about Veteran Business Success. Yeah, veteranbs.com. I just thought that'd be an easy way to remember it, and most people tend to like it. So if you click there, it does have a picture of me, just because I'm the founder. But again, this site is not about me, though I am the founder of it. I am one of your fellow moderators. And there's just a quick bit here. It says it was founded by me. We have our mission right here so people know. And then a little bit about me and what I've done and what I do. Next you have on the menu, we do have some of my books here. These are resources we've distributed throughout the world. Redeployed is the absolute best-selling book. We have sold tens of thousands of those. This one right here, and we've given so many away to the military and veteran community free of charge. And so these are resources that people can get. You can click read more, and you can go down, and each page is like that. You just click read more, and it goes down. We do have blow up your business programs. These are a few business programs that I've created in the past that have been highly successful and effective for people and have helped people make a lot of money in business. And so we make these available here. Blow up your small business. That's a branding strategy. Course I have. Use your story is where that's what I created. It was a program I created to help other people make a difference in an income, sharing their story through public speaking, basically to replicate myself and teach other people how to use their own unique story and to get up and running so they can make a difference in the world and also make money doing it by sharing their story. And then the last one I have down here for now is Speaking Made Simple. That's simply a free video series on how to get started in public speaking. I think there's 7 or 8 videos. How to overcome the fear of speaking, where to find meeting planners, what to talk about, talks that get booked, the topics, stuff like that. And then on this one, I have a recommended reading list, and I'll actually be the only one of us posting to this because this is my monthly books for business growth. And if you're a leader, you're a reader. If you're not a reader, you're probably not much of a leader because the more you learn as a leader, the more you realize you don't know and you have to keep learning. Even Mark Twain said it well here. He said, the man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who cannot read them. All right, so this is, every month I'll be posting a book, and I'll give the name of it or a headline about it with a picture and then a link right here to watch the video above the link here. So I have a few of them on here already, and again, I'll be adding those to them for now. Don't worry about that. So when you go, or when you or anybody goes to veteranbs.com, you will come to this site, the top stories page. All right, and the most current stories that have been posted will appear up here in the revolver, or whatever you call this thing, the slider, and so that just picks the most recent ones. So you'll see all of these are here, top stories. They'll keep appearing. Ask Brian. This is for people who want to ask me a question. Given I am the figurehead of the site, the founder, a lot of people want to ask questions. I'll be doing what I'll be doing is I'll be doing live sessions on like YouTube, live videos and Facebook Live, stuff like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive people to this page afterwards, and I'll probably be available for about 30 minutes after those videos because of the fact I want people coming to the site, engaging, interacting, and growing this. So we have a few tabs here. I try to keep it really simple. I've only kept this entire program is only broken into 3 categories right now. It's starting a business, growing your business, and public speaking. Those 3 things are basically my expertise, things I've done. So if you're posting an article or something, a post of any sort, whether it's a video or a blog post, and it's about starting a business, anything having to do with starting a business, you will click here. Now, there are 2 options. There's quick post. This is kind of like a Twitter post or like a Facebook post. It's just kind of quick, easy. You can post, text and also links in there if you want. But also, if you want to have more of an actual post, like some of the others you see in here, you just click story. And you put the title here, you select the header image from your computer. Make sure whatever images you're using, make sure you didn't steal them. Make sure they're not like copyrighted or anything like that. We don't want any issues with that. You can go to canva.com and there's tons of free ones. It's C-A-N-V-A, canva.com. It's like the word canvas but with no S, canva.com. You can get a free account there, and there's tons of images and that you can put with your story. And once you do that, it's actually going to populate this field here. And so don't worry about that. Now, let's say you're posting a video link. Don't worry about the story image header or the header image URL. You just post the URL, the actual .com link to the video right here, and it'll generate its own preview image. So up here you have the title, that's like the headline, the name of the post. Story deck is basically a subtitle. I'll show you that here in just a minute, what that looks like. And down here is where you'll actually put your text, your 500 words or more for a post. And I'll tell you this too, this gets extremely effective and noticed by Google when we have a video, like if we put a video post here to a video link, and then we also have 500 words or more in the text in the blog post. When you have those two together, Google actually classifies it differently. For example, if you have just the video link and not very many words down here, it actually kind of throws it in the same bucket as a YouTube video. Whereas if we have a video and then 500 or more words with it in the post that talk about the content of it and whatnot, it actually puts it in a different category, and it's more like it categorizes it more like it's coming from an actual news source, which it is. And so that's what we want. So I'll show you an example right here of, so I was talking about that, what I call it, the story deck. Remember I said this like a subtitle. Well, when you put in the header link, your title is going to be this here, like 3 reasons people don't like you. That's a great video, by the way. And with the story deck, the subtitle, that's what appears right here. So the whole, some people will love you, others will hate you. That's what I put in the story deck. So all this really does, this is like a subtitle, but it can be a few sentences. But really it kind of backs up the title up here, kind of reinforces it, and you should try to make this as compelling, both of these as compelling as possible to get people to click on it and to read it, to watch it, and to then interact. Now, I will say this, when you post, when you come down to the bottom, you'll see right here, for example, I ended it with an open-ended question. Have you ever had haters in your life? That's not open-ended. When did they first appear? All right, so this is about people not liking you, haters, dealing with them effectively so they don't hold you back. End every single post with a question, preferably an open-ended question that gives them, the users, a chance to respond and to type in their response, because when they do, like in this one here, she was giving her response, this other person responded as well and says something, I responded to her. This is what we want. We want tons of engagement. And so let's see here, growing your business, again, anything to do with growing your business, same thing, you're free to do a quick post if it's not that long, and it's not going to be an entire story, but you can also post text as well as URL links in here, and it'll show that. For example, I did a quick post, I think with this one here, about this Pennsylvania veteran who turns big trash into big business. I think that's actually what I put. So it actually looks like that. This one as well. So they look a little bit different, but they're still there. Public speaking. I've been speaking for 11 years. Have spoken to over 500,000 people in live audiences across 42 U.S. states and 7 countries, and on 4 continents. So I have right now just a few of these populated. By the time you watch this, there will probably be more. This is anything to do with public speaking at all. Becoming a public speaker or using public speaking to grow your business, anything of that sort, that's what this here is for. I don't know if you're going to have the internal or pages links right here. Given I'm the primary, I don't know if it'll give you that or not. You don't need those. You won't be needing them. Now, here's the thing too. If you're on each of these pages, let's say we're on starting a business, there's this little bar right here. This is a menu, and if you have this on yours, you can categorize these, or you can hit the settings. I don't know why you would need these, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. You can always ask me. If you go to top stories, it brings you back to the main page. This has its own list, and it's a little bit longer. Again, as moderators, I'm not sure exactly what it's going to give you because I'm seeing, the founders page where I have full access to everything, the back end and all that. So let's see. Oh yeah. Now this is another thing. When you post something, make sure, like, you can feel free to share that link and make a post about it on your Facebook, on your Twitter. Tell the world about what you're doing. You're part of a great cause here that is helping military veterans take back control of their lives and live better lives by growing and starting and growing profitable businesses. I mean, 50% or more of all marriages fail because there are money issues, finance issues. So this is a huge thing. It's not just about getting rich and getting yours. I mean, yeah, everyone wants to make money, and we will. But at the same time, it's about much more. It's about transformation. It's about a quality of life. So make sure that as you're posting on here, tell everybody you know about what you're doing. This is an amazing cause that's making a difference already, and it's going to continue to. All right? And anytime you post something, we're not requiring you to post it, obviously, on your other social media sites. But again, the more you do that, the more connections you can make and the more influence you can have through this effort. All right? And so anytime you post something, feel free to share it. And even as you've signed up for this and you've been approved as a moderator, tell everyone about it. Give them a link to veteranbs.com and show them what you're a part of. If you're part of any other military veteran groups, feel free to post something in here that either someone else wrote or that you wrote that's good and relevant, and to share it with them so everyone else in these groups, they can see it too. Because there are thousands of other, veteran-based Facebook groups and social media groups based on every subtopic or subniche within the veteran community. So there's a lot of places to share this. So again, share it frequently as you're doing it, especially if it's your own content. It's something you're going to be extremely proud of, and share it with other people and invite them to come to the site and to invite them to click, to sign in and to click follow so they can become a part of this. Again, when you lose your community, when you lose your platoon, you're not with your guys anymore or the ladies you served with. It can be hard. No man fights alone, as you know. There are no Rambos. The person who is alone is the first one to die. That's why community matters. That's why we want to get community, other veterans who want to get into business, into this group. So I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I don't believe I did. Let's see. I don't want to make this too long. Again, this is again our whole purpose. Don't forget, whenever you're interacting with people, whenever you're doing anything, always put everything you say and do through this one filter. Is it helping military veterans win the war at home? Especially by helping them start and grow profitable businesses.